Hey guys, welcome to Reform Nerd. Today I want to talk to you guys about My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is an anime that focuses on superheroes. And what I want to share with you today is one of the most interesting facts that I like about this anime. And that is that a lot of these characters maintain a lot of the scars that they receive during battle. Now, if you are a fan of anime and you've seen animes before, you're gonna notice that a lot of these characters are really perfect. They're really smooth. They don't have a lot of scarring. They rarely have any imperfections. In fact, more often than not, they are the model of perfection when it comes to like the body type, right? And a lot of these characters are as smooth as a baby's bottom, right? Even after they go through fights, it's like the next time we see them in the next season, it's like nothing happened. But in My Hero Academia, you really see that these characters do carry the scars from either training or battle. We see Deku, that after his training and using his power because he's not prepared, he has scarring in his arms and his body. We see, what's the kid with the white and red hair, Shoto, I think is his name. He has a scarring from childhood when his father basically mistreated him and abused him. We see even Endeavor in one of his last fights where he gets half of his face burnt, and we see that in the next episode he doesn't appear like nothing happened. In fact, you see the scarring in his face. And that's one of the things that I really like about this anime, is that these heroes carry the scars of what they've lived through, of the battles that they fought. Now, this reminds me of a section in the Bible where David is disqualified from building a temple for God because of his history in battle. You see, David has too many scars from war to be qualified to build a temple for God. And when I am talking about scars, I'm not talking about physical scars per se, but more lasting scars from him shedding blood in battle. And what we see in 1 Chronicles chapter 22 is that David is disqualified from building God a temple, but his son is qualified and he will be the one that builds God's temple. And this is what the verse says. My son, I wanted to build a temple to honor the name of the Lord my God, David told him. But the Lord said to me, you have killed many men in the battles you have fought, and since you have shed so much blood in my sight, you will not be the one to build a temple to honor my name. But you will have a son who will be a man of peace. I will give him peace with his enemies in all the surrounding lands. Now, what this is telling us and what this is reminding us of is that God is a God of order. And ultimately, what we should be seeking for is his will, not our own. And there are things in our lives that could disqualify us from serving God in certain ways. One simple example that I can give you is in 1 Titus chapter 5, where we see some of the qualifications of a pastor or a leader. And one of those things is that he is to be a man of one woman, which means that if a pastor is being sexually immoral, he is disqualified from leading a church. And we actually saw this recently from Hillsong. Their pastor was caught cheating and was immediately fired. Well, I don't know if it was immediate, but he was fired from his position as pastor. And I don't agree with everything that Hillsong does, but in this case, they did act appropriately and according to scripture. But I just want to say this is not just restricted to sin, right? God has an order with the way that the church should run. God has an order with the way we should be running our families. God has an order in the way that we should be behaving in society, that we should be behaving at work. So ultimately, when we are seeking to please God, we shouldn't be looking inward at ourselves and what we want to do for God, but instead we should be looking for the will of God and how he wants us to serve him. Because ultimately, is not about our will, it is about His will. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, you can put those below. If you have any suggestions, you can also put those below. Please make sure to check out some of the other content that I have on this channel. And as always, remember, we must persevere.